Oof. Damn. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So it's actually the same day that I did the fronts, but I just got back from working out and training a few clients. So I'm back at the house. I'm going to start working on the rear of the car. So we're gonna get the back jacked up, get the Hellcat wheels off of the Mustang, and we're gonna get the rear brakes off and hopefully complete the install of the Bear brakes on the rear, and we'll get a weight on them and see how much we're gonna save on the rear. If you guys don't remember, we saved about 60 pounds just doing the front brakes. So now we're gonna do the rear brakes and see just how much more weight we can drop off this car. All right, so we got the rear jacked up on jack stands, got the rear Hellcat wheels off. Here is the box for the rears. So I'll take these out. They look just like the fronts, but I'll take these out here in just a second. Want to give a huge shout out once again to Rick Elam over at Bear Brakes for hooking it up. We are going to now install the rear ones. So should be pretty simple. Just simply pull off the caliper, make sure your e-brake's not on, or else it's not going to allow you to get the release the caliper to get the rotor off. This does eliminate the e-brake. So if you have a manual Mustang, you cannot do this kit, unfortunately. I'm sure they're gonna come out with a workaround, but with this kit being so new, it actually does eliminate the e-brake. So I've got no e-brake, but it's okay because I'm an automatic. So let's get pulling off the rear calipers and rotors, and then we'll get back to installing the new Bear brakes. All right, so we got the driver's side rotor and caliper off, and you can see the e-brake line is just hanging there right now. So I'm gonna take that off after. And the good thing is, I mean, that saves you another maybe a pound or two with the cable and the bracket. But look how big the extra bracket is you have on the caliper just because it has an e-brake. So there's some weight savings there for sure. So I'm gonna set the camera down. I'm actually going to re-weigh myself because I worked out, I've had food, so I don't know if my weight has changed. It usually changes a little bit, so I wanna be as accurate as possible for you guys so you can see the weight difference. So I'm gonna weigh myself here. I'll set you down on the Ignite drum. So I am now 198.6. Let that zero out. So I'm 198.6. Gonna step on with the stock caliper and rotor. I am now 228.6. So that's 30 pounds. So the rear system weighs 30 pounds stock. So let's see what the aftermarket one weighs. So now I'm gonna step on the scale with the Bear products. 213. So I'm gonna set these down. Hold on, guys, set these down. I won't scratch them. So we've got 213, meaning they weigh 15.6 pounds. And the stock ones weighed 30 pounds. So essentially about a 15 to 16 pound savings. So 15.6, we'll just call it 16. So 16 pound savings on the rear per side, which brings the total to 32 pounds, plus the front being 60 pounds, 92 pounds, guys. That's almost 100 pounds. That's pretty awesome. So maybe, I'm sure the hardware weighs about the same. So whoever weighed it before was probably just rounding up to make it sound cool, because 100 pounds sounds a lot cooler than 92 pounds. But 92 pounds saved exactly. That's pretty awesome for just changing out the brakes. Now, obviously, these rears are already pretty small because this is a just base model GT, so it doesn't have any fancy brakes in the back. So the big savings is in the front because you've got the larger brakes in the front, but that's still a really good saving. So now we're going to mount up the new rotor from Bear Brakes, put on the new caliper, torque everything down. I think it's 85 foot-pounds, and then like 30 or 20 to 30 inch-pounds on the banjo bolt, and then we'll get working on the passenger side. All right, there it is. Boom, matching rear brakes. Man, that looks good. So I had to zip tie the brake line up there because the bracket just doesn't work with it. The brake line's not long enough. The brake line's long enough, just not utilizing the factory bracket. So I had to do a little zip tie there. No big deal though. Bam. Man, those look good. So I'm gonna get the passenger side taken care of, and then we'll get the wheels back on. So, for those of you who don't know, these are the 17-inch Sve Cobra Rep Wheels that I had picked up a while ago. I just wanted an inexpensive rear wheel that was a 17, and these are them. So that's what they look like. They actually are a very good looking wheel, and I was just looking for an inexpensive 17-inch wheel to put on the back so that I could run some ET Street R's. Well, I kind of changed my mind. Then I found the Weld S77s for the front, ended up getting those, and then of course I wanted the matching rears. However, the 15s are back ordered, and I really want to do 15s on the rear. I'm pretty confident that's what I want to do on the rear. And so those are back ordered, so I've been using the Hellcat wheels. But for this weekend, for the roll race event, I really need an ET Street R. The Hellcat wheels have an ET Street SS on them, which is a drag radial technically, but it's just not very aggressive. It's not a soft compound. I mean, it's a softer compound than like your normal summer tire, but it's just definitely not a tire that's gonna hook up. So I definitely need to run an ET Street R this weekend if I wanna be able to get some traction. So my options this weekend are, I finally found a used set of ET Street Rs. So I could pick those up this week and put them on the 17-inch Sve wheels, or Rego has a set of 18-inch forged lines, not Forged Star, forged lines, which are very expensive wheels. Same bolt pattern. I'm not sure how they fit. It's definitely gonna be a little bit taller, and it's got an ET Street R on those as well. So those are kind of my options. He's bringing them anyways, so I might just pick up the ET Street R tires for these wheels, and then when he brings his, kind of decide which one I like, and then just run with that one for the weekend. And I can always sell the 17-inch ET Street Rs with these wheels actually. So when I go to sell these, which these are listed for sale right now for 220 bucks, which is a good deal for two of them, because I think they're like 250 or 260 brand new. So, but now I could sell them with tires, so someone might really need these, but also need tires. So I'm gonna get working on the passenger side, and then we will finish up and close out the video. All right, so we've got the passenger side on. Everything is good to go. Zip tied up the brake line. So all 4 bare brakes are officially on. Cupcake, what do you think? She's like, it's 11 o'clock, it's bedtime. So it is 11 o'clock, no big deal. Just gotta be up at 5:30 tomorrow. But I think the quality is superb. They absolutely look freaking amazing. They're gonna look so good behind a set of welds here very soon. But like I said, for the roll race this weekend, I'm either gonna run the Forged Line 18s, or I'm just gonna run the Sve 17s I have, because I don't need a 15-inch bead lock for some roll racing. So that's gonna do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Huge shout out to Rick over at Bear Brakes for hooking it up. These brakes look phenomenal, and I can't wait to see how they perform. I will do an official review video on them later on, once I get the car down and on some wheels and tires and get the brakes bled and torque everything down. We'll be good to go. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. As always, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at VanV39. I will see you guys on the next one. I did that last weekend. Oh, yeah, you gotta run 300 feet before he comes to get you. Now he's got his stuff. Here we go. Here we go.